It's Tuesday the 17th of December in the Vendée Globe and we have seen a lead change at the top. Yoann Richomme has overtaken Dalin and there is just 7 nautical miles separating the two. We bring you an update from Hungarian skipper Szabolcs Weöres, who sadly has had to retire from the race after damage to his D2, which is his shroud, one of his shrouds. He is a professional rigger and he's tried his hardest to fix this, but unfortunately he's been unable to do so. Also, Boris Herrmann gives us an update from on the water. We bring you the tracker, the leaderboard, the latest PredictWind options for the leaders, as well as an update from Kojiro Shiraishi out on the water.
Hi everyone. I had to make a very hard decision today. However, I knew in the last days I was already heading towards Cape Town because of my rigging cable failure, and this is quite a sensitive part of the rig, and then we came to the conclusion that it's impossible to repair on water. For proper repair it must be replaced, which means to me that I have to retire from the race. So the 2024-25 Vendée Globe is over for me. It's very hard to say, but this is how it is. Thanks very much for all my supporters, for my sponsor, and all the support and energy what I get from you in the last months with all my troubles and fights. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, the failure is always just one step towards the success. Keep positive and see you.
Small sails today. Wave 3, that's not often that we see that.
The tracker at 0600 hours shows us the leaders in the Pacific Ocean charging their way through there, the mid-fleet going along the length of Australia, and those behind in the Indian Ocean. If we zoom in on the leaders, we can see here just how tight it is. They have travelled 13,000 nautical miles, and you've got Yoann Richomme only ahead of Dalin by 7.8 nautical miles, and Seb Simon just a little bit further north there. If we move back in the fleet, we can see the gaps between 4th place Nico Lunven and now 10th place Sam Goodchild, because Boris Herrmann has now moved up a place ahead of Sam. You can see the gaps there, very small indeed, and just behind that Justine Metro in 11th place, and has separated out a little bit now from both Clarice Kramer and Sam Davies. Going a little bit further back in the fleet, we can see here Kojiro Shiraishi in 30th place, who we will hear from later, and also Antoine Cornick, who had his problem with his main sheet track. He has now managed to fix that and is back underway. The ranking shows us there Yoann Richomme's 24-hour average speed is 20.32 knots. And this has been over 2 knots faster than Dalin, which has led to the lead change. But look at the instantaneous speed. Dalin is averaging nearly 2 knots faster than Richomme. So we may well see this gap close back up again. As we scroll down, that gap between 4th and 10th place, we can see just 200 nautical miles separating that group of 7. And we can see there Boris Herrmann has moved ahead of Sam Goodchild and only has 30 nautical miles to overtake Paul Mielhat, so there is opportunity to further gain there. Scrolling down a bit further, we can see there Yoann Richomme in 18th place, who is the leading daggerboard boat. Taking a look at the latest PredictWind routing options for Yoann Richomme, compiled by sailworld.com's New Zealand editor Richard Gladwell, we can see that strong southerly wind that both he and Dalin will get to start off with lighter winds behind, and so the chasing pack are going to be affected by that, and these front two, probably three, will get away a bit to start off with. But then later on, as this low pressure system develops, the chasing boats between 4th and 13th will actually have a stronger wind than both Richomme and Dalin and Sebastian Simon. And this continues beyond Point Nemo, and here we're looking at Sunday at the end of the week as they approach Cape Horn. And so there is a lot of hope for the chasing pack. These front two, there's clearly going to be absolutely no let up between them, but it does make for a very interesting picture coming up.
12月16日です。今日はですね、なんか風が強かったり弱かったり、しかしですね、風が弱いんだけど波は非常に高いんですね。かなり、高い波が来てます。やっぱ5、6メーターあるでしょうかね。大きな波が来てるので非常に、走りにくいですね。で、あと今日はちょっと椅子、このチャートテーブルの椅子をね、直しました。椅子がねグラグラだったんで、椅子を外して、結構揺れてたんですけど、なんとか少し、強めることができまして、ちょっと快適になるんじゃないでしょうかね。ピップのニュース聞きました。ピップがねマストを折ってしまったということです。この難氷で折るってことは僕も経験ありますけどね、すごく大変なことで、無事に、どこかの港に、安全に入って、くれればいいなと思っています。だからね、そういうニュース聞くとね、なかなか積極的になれないですね。風が弱くてもね、なんか、波が高いので、ついつい、スピードをセーブして船の安全を図ってしまうということをやってしまいますね。まあ僕の性格上で、これ以上船を傷めたくないので、まあ根っからのレーサーじゃないんでね、ついつい慎重になってしまいます。多分あんまりなんか、今日は積極的に走れなかったなっていう感じです。今日のデイリーレポート以上です。それでは皆さん、チャオ。
Thank you for watching today. We will continue to bring you the news as this dramatic race continues to unfold. Many thanks indeed for those who've subscribed to our channel already, 20,000 of you. If you haven't already, please do via the button down here. And take a look at sailworld.com and yachtsandyachting.com for all the latest news in sailing.